It is that time again to dive into the Risk of Rain Hundo. I'm Brickroad, and we are rebuilding my save file for Risk of Rain on the PC. I think today we're going to try to get these last 3 artifacts. We've got both of them in Stage 1, and then one of them in Stage 2 we're looking for. And so a couple changes. We're going to step it up to Monsoon difficulty. From what I've been reading, that ups the drop rates on monster logs. We're going to go with the Commando today, because I know the Commando can get all of the artifacts. And we're going to turn on, in addition to Glass and Sacrifice, we're going to turn on Command. And we're going to dive in here. And if we did not get a version of the level that has the artifact, I'm going to restart to make sure that I do. Oh, wait a minute. I probably have to switch my gamepad up here. Yep, it always sets Ability 1 and Swap Item. It likes to unbind those for some reason. Risk of Rain is weird. It's the weird, I don't know. Its relationship with controllers is tenuous. It would be a good word to describe it. So, the 2 artifacts I'm looking for one up in a path up to the left here. I don't think we've got it. Maybe we do. I could be dodge rolling to speed this up a little bit. This is going to inflate our Commando stats a little bit, because every time we quit out of a game and try again, it's going to count it as having played Commando once. And this is not the version of the level we need, so we are going to try this again. We need the artifact in the Desolate Forest, and we need the one in the Dry Lake, and we are just... The goal today is to get the remaining 3 artifacts. And then we'll do an Origin run, and then we'll have all of the artifacts that we can start in on just all the little nickel and dime achievements, all the character-specific challenges and what have you. This might be it. Yeah, this is it. Over there. Okay, so we just need a little bit of movement tech, which means we can farm a little bit for items here, because I don't think I can... Oh, maybe I... No, we can't quite make that. But if we farm this level until we get a tier 2 item, and then take a Hopo Feather or something, we'll be in good shape. Something really funny happened, though, with Risk of Rain, because I lost my save and I'm rebuilding it from scratch. I do have a full save game file squirreled away for when I want to play like a breaking run or something, when I want to stream it. But a bunch of my viewers were like, oh man, I would never do that, go and unlock everything a second time. It was a pain in the butt enough the first time that I unlocked it. And on the PC you don't have to, because you just download the little file, which is what I did the first time I lost my clear save. But then, I don't know, 2 weeks ago or so, the game came out on Nintendo Switch, and all of the Switch monkeys went completely crazy for it. I don't know what it is about the Nintendo Switch. It just... it's a fun console, I'm sure. I don't have one, unfortunately, but it seems like ports and remakes of, old games are celebrated on the Switch in ways that they're not celebrated on other consoles. We're going to need head stoppers. I'm going to grab those first. So we are going to need those eventually. Because I'm not against remakes and ports and things, okay? I think ports are, in general, a good idea. One of the games that I've been playing lately... Ooh, what item do I want? You know what? We're going to take the Captain's Wheel to put more items in the game. We'll go ahead and grab a syringe. This is why I don't like Command, because you have to manually pick up all your items. It just gets wearying after a while. I've been playing a lot of the Bard's Tale Trilogy Remastered, which just came out. I'm a big fan of the old school Bard's Tale games. I played the original The Bard's Tale on my dad's Amiga back in the 90s. And I have a soft spot for those kinds of games. I like drawing maps. So those kind of dungeon hack RPGs from back in the day, I actually really like them. I like them a lot. There's one that I've considered Let's Playing because I think I might possibly be able to get like a 20 episode Let's Play out of it. that's the topic for another day. I shouldn't have even brought that up. But so I'm not against ports. That's not the issue. It's just the excitement that I saw people when they announced all the Final Fantasy games are coming to Switch, and people went crazy. Like, they're just, dude, calm down. I like Final Fantasy, but they're just Final Fantasy games. Like, you've already played these. There's no need to... The big one, obviously, was Skyrim. Back when the Switch first launched, people were ballistic that Skyrim was coming to the Switch. And, again, I love me some Skyrim. I am a big fan of Elder Scrolls, but I just don't get it. But anyway, these people on my channel who 1 week, they're like, oh man, I could never go back and do the full hundo and Risk of Rain and unlock everything. And now, lo and behold, when I look at my Discord chat, it's full of the Switch monkeys talking about, oh man, I just unlocked this in Risk of Rain. Like, you guys were just talking about not wanting to unlock everything in Risk of Rain. And now here you are, unlocking everything in Risk of Rain. I just want you guys to know that I started this series before Risk of Rain was announced for Switch. So I was going back and doing the full hundo on Risk of Rain before it was cool. Let's not die here. My rant is getting in the way of paying attention here. What I'm trying to do is get a tier 2 item, get a Hopo Feather to make that jump. I think that's all I probably will have to do to make that jump. Let's go ahead and grab some more goat hooves. But we're going to loop this run until we've gotten all 3 of the artifacts that we are looking for. I'm going to grab some fireworks just for funsies. We're going to keep the captain's wheel, so I definitely want to have fireworks, at least for a little while. But I decided to do this with Commando because I couldn't remember which characters could and could not open the wall we need to open later. In the Dry Lake level, there's a wall we have to actually open up, and I'm not sure which characters can and can't do it. I actually did a test play because I've been wanting to play some Handy, actually. I've been wanting to do this run with Handy, and Handy's got this like concussive punch attack, but he can't break the wall, which doesn't make any sense to me. But I know for a fact that Commando can break the wall. So all we're doing is waiting for a tier 2 chest to drop, and then we'll have the Hopo Feather, and we should be able to get the artifact in this level, no problem. I think it's the artifact of, I'm going to say Kin, is my guess. It's one of the artifacts that I don't ever use. Not all the artifacts in this game are fun. Some of them are fun, but some of them are just bad. We do have to do a run where I get all of the artifacts, though, because that's how you unlock the final artifact, Origins. You turn on all the other 9 and you complete the game with them. My very first Risk of Rain series on YouTube was me doing that with, I think, Sniper. Did I do it with Sniper? I feel like I did it with Sniper. Grab more goat hoof. Okay, that's 5 goat hooves. We should probably start getting some other tier 1s then. We should probably get some healing in order. So far, so good. I mean, I say that, but we're going to spend too long farming on this level, and it's going to be super hard once we get past this. Once we have a Hopo Feather, I am pretty confident that we can... There we go. That's the fireworks I wanted to happen. Okay. Oh! Hello. How you doing, buddy? This is the other problem with Command, is you can get blindsided like that when you're trying to open your box. Probably Mysterious Vial is a good idea anyway. Let's grab another one of those. We already got the Head Stompers. Can I get a tier 2 chest to drop? Not today. Not today. It's not going to happen. Let's go ahead and grab a couple more syringes. Methinks. Oh yeah, Head Stomper's doing some work there. That's good to go. There's a tier 3 chest. You know what? What do I want for tier 3? I'm going to take the dagger. I'm going to take the ceremonial dagger. Just to get some passive kills going. That'll really, really up the game. That's going to help us get through the mid-game a lot. That's going to be kind of our primary kill tool for a while. Who's up here? Nobody anymore, because the daggers got him. Still no tier 2. It's alright. It's alright. I'm much more confident in our survival now that we've got the ceremonial dagger. Beautiful. Let's get a... We'll start stacking up these monster teeth. We'll get maybe 5 of these. I gotta make sure boxes aren't dropping up here, which is why I keep hopping up there. The gold will come to me. The boxes will... Well, we've got Commando, so the boxes will stay put, actually. That's right, just piggyback them daggers around. I love it. That's gotta be my favorite tier 3 item. It's gotta be. I can't think of another tier 3 item that I enjoy as much as the ceremonial daggers. Just for pure visceral fun, especially after you get a couple of them, and you kill a whole bunch of monsters all at once. What were we grabbing? Monster teeth. Yeah. Just want to make sure that I get some healing. Because it's going to be a minute before we get infusion. If it's taking this long to get our first tier 2, which is going to be a Hopo Feather, it's going to be even longer to get our second tier 2, which will be the infusion. One nice thing about Command, because I want to say something nice about Command, because it's a good artifact, it helps people play the game for whom the game would otherwise be too difficult. It changes the entire way the game works in such a fundamental way that it's almost a new game, really. But I like that you can kind of craft your runs, because like, oh, I'm only going to take these 5 items for this run. Like, that's all I'm going to do. And you can get some really interesting, like, challenge runs going. I kind of hope that Risk of Rain 2 streamlines that process some. So instead of having to take this clunky artifact, you can just kind of set, like, okay, these are the items I want to drop. And don't drop anything but these flagged items. Kind of like how it works in Super Smash Brothers. You know how you can turn items individually on and off? Because most of the items in Super Smash Brothers, let's be honest, most of them just aren't fun. I like to play Super Smash Brothers with just a couple of key items turned on. For the most part, I don't find the item game in Smash Brothers fun, but there are some items that are fun, like the hammer, the Smash Ball, obviously. You gotta keep that Smash Ball on. Excuse you, Greater Wisp. Ooh, there are boxes up here. All tier 1s, though. Like, stuff like invincibility stars. I don't like the heart containers. Like, just, oh, you just heal all your health back. It doesn't matter if you play well or not, because you get a free full heal. It's like, eh. I like the items that you can pick up and hit people with. The sword, the bat, that kind of stuff. I like the laser gun. My preference is to play with no items on at all, a lot of times. What else do I need? Let's get some crit glasses going. I need a tier 2 is what I need. I need a tier 2 box to drop. So I can get my jump, so I can be done with this level. It's right there! The artifact's right over there! We'll get it. Don't worry, we'll get it. That was a big controversy, I remember. I guess it's an ongoing controversy, is my guess. I actually don't have any idea, but people who play Smash Brothers in tournaments and stuff want to keep the items and stuff turned off to make sure that every battle is an actual test of skill. Whereas, like, casual players want the items turned on. That way, kind of who wins the fight is a little more random. Kind of like Mario Kart. I don't want to say Mario Party, which is entirely, like, completely random, but like Mario Kart, like, your skill, it doesn't count for nothing, but with the items, the shells, and everything turned on, a lot of times what decides the actual winner of the match, in between all of the people who are skilled enough to win, is randomness. Just what items dropped, who got them, when in the lap did they get them. And that's kind of how the item game also works in Smash Brothers. So I understand why the tournament players and whatnot, they want to keep the items turned off for that reason, to make sure that it's actually a test of skill. I am not sure if they still play that way, though. I haven't watched any competitive Smash since I think Evo 2016 was the last one I watched. I missed Evo 18 entirely, and Evo 17 I think I missed Smash, but I watched the other stuff. But yeah, it was a big controversy. Like, oh, they don't like any kind of fun. They want to turn all the items off. Like, well, no, not everybody finds the items fun. I find the characters and their movesets to be fun. Or at least I did before Smash Brothers became a bloated mess with 5,000 characters. It was fun when it was relatively reserved. I cannot believe we haven't seen a Tier 2 yet. We're on very hard. We've been doing this for 13 minutes. There's a Tier 2. Okay. Let's get to work now. Next Tier 2 we're going to take is going to be Infusion, obviously. Because our goal is to find these 3 artifacts and then complete this run. So we're just going to go up here. Down the hole. And this is going to be Artifact of Kin, is my guess. Honor. Okay, Honor. So Honor is an artifact I usually don't play with that turns all of the enemies spawning in a level into elites. Elites are fun, but not in the first, like, 10 minutes of the game before you get any items. Now we just gotta find the teleporter. We can go home. So we need the fungal caves in level 2, and we need a particular version of it. And if we don't get it, then it'll just be sad times. Maybe we already have Kin. I don't know. I actually don't know. I didn't check before I started streaming. I guess we'll just kill everything that kind of gets in our way so we can stockpile more items, but... Woo! I mean, the Hopo Feather is a big help as far as survivability, too. It's not as brokenly good as Infusion, but it's still pretty brokenly good. Teleporter must be over here. Hopefully all the jabronis on the western seaboard over there will despawn while we're over here. Wow, we're at insane difficulty, but we've got a lot of items. We should be okay. We did get 2 colossus. Okay, so we're not going to open any of these boxes yet. We are going to wait until the teleporter event is done. And our teleporter event's going to take longer now because we're on Monsoon difficulty. I actually don't know if this increases the drop rates of monster logs, but I kind of want to be playing on Monsoon anyway, so... Most of our item decisions we're going to make after the teleporter event's over. We're just going to make this our kill floor, and Ceremonial Dagger should do the work up there. It's looking a little scary up there. I'm hoping I don't have to go up there. Here, these jellies will help us out some. Let's lure these jellies over this way. We need to get all kinds of stuff. We need to get Gasoline and Will-o-the-Wisp for more passive kills up there. Yeah, there we go. Daisy chained some kills up there. Man, those daggers did not want to do any work. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, if nothing else, we can just wait for boxes and use the fireworks to do it. There's another tier 2. I am going to take this infusion right now. That's a little risky, especially because this fool was coming up behind me. But I do want to take that infusion right now and start packing up some help, some hit points. Get some health going. I guess teleporting elites will pop down here from time to time too and give me something to kill. Something to proc these daggers. Then we're going to grab some gasoline with these tier 1s. Tier 2, I'm going to grab a Rusty Jetpack, then a second Hopo Feather, I believe. Okay, we're at remaining enemies, so I can start opening boxes. There is a tier 2 down there too, nice. Let's go ahead and grab a couple of these gasolines. We're going to grab Hopeful Feather. We're going to grab another gasoline. Some fireworks up there. I have 6 pairs of glasses, so I need 4 more pairs of glasses. Everything died. Beautiful. That's the beauty of the ceremonial dagger. There's 1. There's 2 more. That's my last glasses. Okay, we got all the glasses we're going to need. Let's go ahead and just stack these up. Oh, we gotta get more gasoline. Grab some more monster teeth. I'm going to take my rusted jetpack. Nice. Got enough verticality. Let's go ahead and take 1 clover. Let's take Guardian's Hearts. And we're moving on. Alright, fingers crossed that it's the version of level 2 we need. It might be. Let's go find out. We have the, it's not. It's not. There would be a platform over there to jump to. Okay, so this is not the version of level 2 that we need. We had to loop at least once anyway because we needed 2 copies of level 1 for artifacts. The shortest this episode will possibly be is 2 full runs. Because we made sure to get the artifact in the first level we played. If we get both artifacts we need on the second loop, we can do the whole shebang in 2 loops. We're going to get... Okay, we wanted to not be down there with all those greater wisps hit. You know what? I don't like this as a kill floor anyway. Let's bail. There's another tier 2 box there. That's nice. Alright, so far so good. I don't know why I'm up here. That's dangerous. Down here's kind of dangerous too because our only exit is to the right, but I think we'll be okay. I think if we keep it all relatively clear here, the dagger can do most of the work for us. We gotta grab a bunch more syringes. I think we're gonna grab a bunch of syringes and a bunch of goat hooves on this level. Our healing's gonna be where it needs to be thanks to infusion, and the Guardian Heart means we can't be one-shot. One more rusty jetpack for verticality would probably be nice. And that's probably all the verticality we need. And I'm going to reach a point where all I do is stack missiles. Because just remove the decision point of what item do I need to pick next. It doesn't matter. Just missiles, missiles, missiles. Usually when I do a breaking run with command turned on, I reach a point where I don't even take items anymore. I just stopped opening the boxes unless it's a tier that I need. Like, obviously I'll always take a tier 3 chest, but... Oh, there's a monster log. Make sure we get that. Boop. Glorious spitter, bro. Alright, we're almost at remaining enemies. Beautiful. Yeah, let's just grab syringes for days. The game does not pause when you're in your command menu picking out your new toys, so... Don't have any crowbars yet either. I want to get 10 syringes. I don't know what the max number of syringes you can take is before you start hitting the wall of diminishing returns. We're going to take... You know, we need a Will-o'-the-Wisp. We're going to get a Will-o'-the-Wisp. Get some passive kills going. How many syringes? I got 10. Let's go ahead and take goat claws. Beautiful. Okay. we're moving on. It's probably all the syringes I need, honestly. Not quite fast enough yet, though. Maybe one more Hopo Feather. Maybe one more. I want to be able to jump back up from the water area over here. Pretty sure this is the artifact version of this level, but we've already got the artifact, so... Yeah, the syringes. Love it. Beautiful. Oh, there's a tier 3. It's probably not safe to get right now. What do I want? Maybe the drill. Oh, there's a goat hoof in there too. The lance of missiles is a use item. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna take that. So, we've reached the kind of boring part of the series where it's just going to be a matter of grinding it out, really. Just grind it out, boys. Waiting the full 2 minutes on every level. We can't even turn it into a proper braking run because we got Commando on. There's all the... What? Why? Why, though? I don't understand why they're all spawning up there. I mean, okay. We're not gonna complain about that, I guess. It's just kind of strange. Just a little strange, that's all. So many items up there. Who even knows what's in those boxes? So every 4th shot is a piercing shot. Thanks to the Heaven Cracker, the drill that I picked up. And we're at remaining enemies now. Okay. We don't need any of those. There's a tier 2. Let's take one more Hopo Feather. Probably Golden Gun would be an alright idea too. Let's just grab some more of these. Let's just grab some more of these. What else do I want here? Gotta get some crowbars. Crowbars will be helpful. I guess we'll just turn all these into crowbars for now. Oops. We need another... Oh, I got a tier 2 here as well. What's the jetpack? I have no idea where my jetpack... I think it's there. Oh, I can't get those anyway because they're in the roof. Well, okay, goodbye. Goodbye crit glasses that I can't use anyway because I'm already at the cap. I guess I don't need to stretch out the video by trying to run from my experience. I just do it out of habit. Hey, this is a nice short level. Down here is not a good kill floor, though, so... We don't have any kind of Toxic Centipede or Frost Relic or Charge Field Generator yet. Obviously, those get the game nice and broken. Ooh, the boss died down there. Probably got daggered, if I had to guess. That was the daggers doing work. Hello! Mr. Eiffel 65 over there. Alright. I thought there was a monster up there, but I guess I was mistaken. I'm actually worried a little bit that I'm going to unintentionally crash the game if I pull shenanigans like I did in the previous level where I killed all those guys on the platform at once. That's the kind of stuff that'll crash your game. Typically, you can go a lot longer than that, but you never know with this game. You never, ever know. I was delighted, I'm going to admit, to learn that apparently the multiplayer on the Nintendo Switch version of this game is still stupid and broken. Like, it still desyncs and disconnects people all the time. Just wouldn't be Risk of Rain without unusable multiplayer. I think with Tier 3 I'm going to start just stacking missiles when I get my next Tier 3. Why mess with success, right? We're almost at remaining enemies. All these Tier 1s... You know what? These are all Monster Teeth, I've decided. These are all Monster Teeth. Is there a Tier 3 there? There is. Let's be careful here. Take the Tier 3 without the one next to it. Alright. What do we want, actually? This is a permanent damage upgrade. Kind of nice. Oh, the Behemoth is nice, too. Kids, we gotta take the Brilliant Behemoth. You know what I mean? Make all your attacks explode. I thought that with the Behemoth... Oh, with Command on, you know what we should do? Hold on, which use item is it? It's the fruits. Yeah, the fruits. We gotta make sure we take all the food items so we can unlock Chef. That is how you unlock Chef. But I'm not really sure what all the food items are. Maybe a Guardian Heart? We already have a Guardian Heart. I'm gonna go with the Frost Relic. Now. But yeah, that is how you unlock the Chef, is you get all the food items. We did unlock an alien head just now, with enough monster teeths. Oh, meat nugs! We gotta get them nugs! That's what we don't have for foodstuffs. Yeah, that's what we're missing. I think there's 3 food items. There's meat nuggets, there's the foreign fruits, which is a use item that I just took that just heals you. And then there's something else. We're gonna have to look at the lists, I think. Beautiful. I don't think there's any Tier 3 food items that we need, though. Maybe there's more than one Tier 1 item. Maybe I'm missing some. Basically just need this Frost Relic to... in case the flyers get real jiggy with it. The flying enemies. We're not going to actually use it as one of our primary means of killing. I kind of just like having the Commando with a bunch of syringes like I do. All of his attacks exploding super fast. He can even move pretty fast while firing, rapid fire. Every 4 shot's a piercing shot. Commando's a good character. Commando's one of the best characters in the game. One more minute, we'll start popping these chests in search of food stuff. It's also possible I don't have all the food stuff items unlocked, though. I guess we're also at the point in the series where I need to start researching this. I need to actually start looking up what unlocks what and where. I was going to wait until after the artifacts, though, because I did know that there was one artifact per level, and playing the first couple episodes of this series rekindled my memory as to what artifacts were where and what needs to be done. So, once we have all the artifacts, then I think I'm going to start looking up. We'll probably do character series. We'll probably do like a full series, or at least a full like long episode with each character going through doing all the various character challenges. I also want to make sure that we stop losing. Like, one of the characters that we're going to unlock is the mercenary, but you have to win the game several times in order to get the mercenary. So let's go ahead and get some nugs. Rustling fungus, maybe? Oh, you know, it's probably a bitter root. I'll bet. Bitter root. I'm going to grab... Let's go ahead and grab this. Critical hits heal you. All of our hits are critical. Let's grab a leeching seed. That might be item. Or that might be food. Let's grab a golden gun. Let's grab a bitter root. I don't know what all items count as food. We should just start... Oh! I accidentally went to Risk of Rain. Whoops. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I pushed the correct button. We're fine. We're fine. Is this the version of the dried lake we need, though? Let's go find out. With any luck, it will be. All luck is with us today. We just go in here. There's more artifacts. Beautiful. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you hear that loud beep? That was just my my render over there on the other computer finished up. I am rendering out the new Conquest of the Crystal Palace video, which I think, if my update schedule holds, went up yesterday. So probably you saw that video before you saw this one. But my computer does make a loud beep whenever a render completes. Beautiful. Alright, so if we get super, super lucky and we get the version of the fungal cage we need next time... I mean, the chances of that, I think it's a 25% chance. There's one of two levels we can get. And each level has one of two versions we can get. What tier 3 do I want next? Laser turbine? No, you know what? We're going to start stacking missiles. With missiles for days. It's about that time. We have all the items we could possibly need. Just to kind of... to win these loops. We're going to look for food, though. We're going to look for food items. And try to get the chef unlocked. There's another tier 3 over there. Yeah, meat nugs. Maybe Guardian Heart counts as food, but we already have one. Leeching seed probably counts as food. Bitter root. And the foreign fruits, my use item. Maybe I'll get some more ceremonial daggers before I get missiles. The daggers are doing less work now than they were. We are at ha difficulty. So what that's worth. I could Google this, I could just look it up. I could be like, hold on while I Google it, guys. I watched somebody's Let's Play series. It was a series of Ultima 4, Quest of the Avatar, that I watched. Now let's see here. What don't I have? We don't have a... Oh, you know what? Sprouting egg. That was it. Beautiful. We got the chef. Okay, so now you know what we're just going to start. Oh, you know what? We're going to go all barbed wire on this level, I think. One full level's worth of barbed wire before we start just stacking missiles. But yeah, I just replayed Ultima 4, Quest of the Avatar, recently. Oh, I guess we're getting two items here. Let's go ahead and grab... That's available for grabbing right now, that alien head. Oh well, but we want the missiles. And a second leeching seed, I guess. And some blobbed wire. We do need a new use item, too, though, to replace the one that is not useful for us. There are two. Nice. Oh, the Huntress just arrived. Oh, holy crap, what was that? I guess when you pick up the logs, like, the Huntress's capsule comes down. Well, that's nice. I'm glad to see her. I'm glad she's here. Ultima 4 is a great game, and I would like to let's play it someday if I could get my time down to something like respectable, so it's not like a 19... It took like 19 or 20 hours when I streamed it recently, and that's just too long for a let's play. That's too many episodes, especially considering it's an old 8-bit RPG. I like the NES version of the game. I know there are purists who are like, you can't play the NES version of that game, but that's the one I like. And if this is the level of the fungal caverns that we need, bully for us. That'd be awesome. But yeah, I was watching some guy's NES series, and like he cut out all of the random encounters. So every random encounter was just, okay, I'll be right back, guys. And then hard cut to after the encounter. No, this is not the version we need. Dag nabbit. So we got a full loop at least one more time. And we're just going to stack these up. Yeah, this is the same version we got last run through here. Okay, so we got to do at least one more full loop. We might be here for a minute. We might be here for a little while. Maybe we'll use Huntress then for the Origin run when we do it. No, we got to use Chef, right? I mean, we unlocked Chef. Gotta use Chef. Gots to. If I don't use Chef for the Origin run, lots of people will be mad at me. I don't want anybody to be mad at me. I want everybody to love me all the time. I want to make everybody happy 100% of the time. Now watch, there's going to be one contrarian who's going to be like, but I want you to use Huntress. Can't you just be happy with Chef, dude? Why can't you just enjoy Chef? I wish I was playing Chef right now. Chef's a real fun breaking run to get going. But one of the harder breaking runs to get going, because he doesn't have like a good escape ability. He needs to rely on items to escape. And that is always a bit tricky if you play with glass sacrifice like I do, because you have to just wait until a good escape item drops. If you get too far in the difficulty to the point where like volatile situations erupt before you have a good escape item, then you're kind of at the mercy of luck at that point. Huntress is kind of the same way, though. Huntress has a good escape, but she's so squishy. Like, it's really easy to one-shot the Huntress, even pretty deep into the game. She really needs that infusion more than any other character. Alright, we're going to take Mortar Tube. Mortar Tube. For some reason, I was thinking we were at remaining enemies, and we were not. I very closely could have lost the run right there, just because I was not paying attention. Oh good, a new use item. What should we take? Should we take the Thwib? I think we take the Thwib, don't we? Oh nice, okay. So I wasn't expecting to unlock that, but we just did. Beautiful. So, Command lets you take items that you haven't unlocked yet, because that Photon Jetpack was in our lists of unlockables. I gotta time this correctly. There we go. Okay, we're gonna take missiles. We're gonna take... Oh, we got a tier 3 here. Oh, where are the tier 3 missiles? Right there. Another Monster Tooth is fine. You know what? Actually, this is a Monster Tooth kind of level. Good, I'm glad we got that achievement right there, because that's kind of a pain in the butt achievement to get if you're trying for it, so I'm glad it just kind of happened organically. That was pretty nice. We just need to burn through this level, because there's no possible artifacts here. And we're going to fight the monsters the whole time. Usually for a breaking run, I will find a spot to hide. Like, there's some ledges up to... Like, up here. Once you're on remaining enemies, you just kind of chill out up here and wait for all the enemies to spawn and kill 200 enemies at once, but I do not want to crash the game. Yeah, you know what? I'm done going on my way for boxes. Let's find the Twalaporter, and then we'll just grab the boxes that are like within eyeshot of the Twalaporter. How's that sound? Yes, I insist on pronouncing it Twalaporter, and I will forever and ever and ever. Speaking of... Alright, who do we got? An Imp Overlord. They're all going to spawn up here again, aren't they? Here you go, have some squib. We got somebody's monster log. A war. Okay, no, that's fine. You know what? We'll just make this the kill floor. That'll work. I don't think we can be one shot. We are getting heals from a bunch of different sources. This is the power of Command. Command is just an at-will breaking run. We're at 45 minutes up there. The limiting factor might be at like 2 or 3 hours. The chance of you crashing the game gets more and more likely. We're still a ways away from that, though. You see all my missiles are coming to the party. Now, this is just to illustrate once and for all, like, why I prefer to not have Command. It's like, if I didn't have Command turned on, if it was just Sacrifice, all of these would just be random items, and picking up big boatloads of random items is fun. Even though you don't get the exact items you need at any particular moment, it's still super fun, and it gets more fun the more hundreds and hundreds of items drop per level. Because the further you go in the game, the higher the drop rates on items are. You're fighting more elites, so you're getting with your clovers, you're fighting more monsters, so you have more of a chance for each individual monster to drop an item. Remaining enemies, these are all monster cubes, I think. And yeah, I know there's boxes up top, but won't worry about those. Let's see if we can't get a full screen Monster Tooth situation. I don't have a golden gun yet. Let's go ahead and grab a golden gun. We'll grab the hit list with the next tier 3. We'll be just fine. More missiles. Muy excelente. I'm not even worried about no cremator right now. We will kill cremator so quickly. Won't be no kind of thing. If I was a Twalaporter, where would I be hiding? I need another rusty jetpack is what I need. I've only got one of those. Yeah, the jump height would be exceptional if we got another rusty jetpack. Hello, Scavenger. It sounds like we must have the Toxic Beast and not Cremator. I don't see any Cremator bombs going off. I don't know who the level boss is because there's a Blighted Wisp somewhere monopolizing the top of the screen, but yeah, we're getting monster logs for days. Monsoon must up the drop rate of monster logs. It must. It's gots to. Who wants some squid? You guys want some squid? There you go. Yeah, that's good stuff. The squid's good stuff. Everybody enjoys squid. Actually, maybe we didn't. We had to spawn in a boss. We're on the loop. Sometimes if you get a blight right before you hit the teleporter, you don't spawn in a boss because the game doesn't have enough like spawn currency to give you a boss. In the background of the game, it has like a register filled with spawn cash it has to spend to give you monsters. And a blighted monster is pretty strong, so it might just have... There's not enough currency to give you a boss. I think that might have been what's happened here. Because I don't see any cremator bombs going off, and I don't see any little toxic beasties getting spawned in. Any little piglets. As far as these tier 1s... You know what? These are all goat hooves, I think. I'm not fast enough. We got some faster. Okay, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Where's my jetpack? There it is. We'll just take whatever these are. More crit glasses, that's fine. We'll take... What did I say I was going to take? Hooves. Excellent. Moving on. Yeah, jump is pretty good now. Jump is pretty tasty right now. We've got enough goat hooves to make some real distance. So we don't have to worry about monsters as we're spawning in. Only when we decide to stop and fight. With the exception of like maybe overloading magma worms. Or especially finicky vagrants, perhaps. And we don't need any more level 1 artifacts. We're just looking for the damp caverns. We'll either get the damp caverns we need, or we'll have to loop again. I actually want to stay pretty close to the teleporter up here, so I don't have boxes all over the place. Oh, do I have an ice cold delicious Pepsi? Why, yes, I see I do. It was already open. I opened it before I tested to see if Handy could punch that wall open, which he couldn't. I have no idea why, unfortunately. Handy has probably the most obnoxious character achievement in the game. The snail monsters, those whorls. Yeah, we just got a monster log for them. Cool. Handy has to push a bunch of them into the water on level 3. That's one of his achievements. And it's just tedious. It's not like super difficult or anything. It's just tedious. I think the most difficult might be the miner. I think the miner has to reach stage 3 without taking any damage at all. So we probably will just do that with Kin turned on. You can probably turn Kin on to take care of that. I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but I'm kind of mentally planning future episodes of this series. Like, what characters do I want to... Because there are some characters I'm only going to do one... Like, I only want to do one Enforcer video. If I can get away with it, I don't want to play Enforcer more than once. Hate the Enforcer. Don't like him at all. Okay, we're going to take... Gasolines, why not? We're going to take... Do we have a golden gun? Oh, we gotta take Smart Shopper. You know, all smart... Tier 2s are all Smart Shoppers this level. Why not? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you know what? That lines up, because I want gasolines and Smart Shoppers. Super helpful. Get some more gasoline. And not worth going downstairs to get that last box. Heading on into the loop. It does make finding the teleporters really a lot easier. I don't know why I did this. You know, we're taking another Will-O-Wisp. Gonna ignore that tier 1 box, who cares? Some players I know will actually turn the camera way up, because you can zoom there's several different camera settings where you can zoom the level way out. But I don't like playing in a way zoomed out state. I like this little kind of in-between state. There's a kind of dumb place for a teleporter. Can I get down there, please? I was too fast. I couldn't get in that little hole. Alright, what's my boss? Well, we had a boss there at one point. Not anymore. Oh, this is kind of a silly run, because it's never going to be a full breaking run, because I'm not getting hundreds and hundreds of crazy items. I haven't picked up any charge field generators, and I probably won't. We just hold down the button, and I've got so many syringes that he just fires like, whoa. I gotta wait for a tall guy, like that guy, will spawn in down there. There we go. That'll get those guys with missiles. We can squib them too, though. I think we'll just keep the squibs. Squib is pretty good. It's been a minute since I played with some squib. My roll goes 6 miles. That's pretty astounding. Did not take long for my golden gun to fill up. I need more goat hooves. I don't even want to pick up tier 1s anymore, I think. I'm going to take the tier 2s. Well, how many missiles do I have? 4? We'll go up to 10 tier 2 missiles, and then I think that's probably it for tier 2. Then maybe we'll just stack Guardian Hearts or something. But with any luck, next level will be the version of Damp Caves that we need. That would be super nice. Remaining enemies 5. Okay, we're going to ignore all these tier 1s. We're going to get... What did I say I was going to get? I don't even know. Oh, Guardian Hearts. Yeah. Oh, we're going to stack missiles. There's some in here. I don't know where the missiles are in here. Hold on. This is them there? I don't... Was that them? I don't have any idea. I don't even know. 5 to the right is where the missiles are for future reference. So now I do know. There's one up here too. So we'll just get whatever incidental tier 1s happen to be stacked on my tier 2s. Alright, show me the damp caverns, please. Let's go. Alright, damp caverns. 3rd time's the charm. And it's not the right version. Wow. Still not the right version. Alright, we're looping again. We're going for it. This Scavenger needs to die very quickly. Make sure we can kill this overloader. He had a lot of hit points. And he dropped a tier 1 item, thanks. So pretty much every, like, 10 or 12 minutes, we're gonna get another chance at this level. And I think it's just a straight 1 in 4 chance. 2 versions of level 2, 2 versions of each level 2. And we're looking for one particular version. The only other way we could do it would be to farm it, like we did with level 1. Play the first level as quickly as possible, play level 2, And if it's not the right version, just reload. I'd rather not do it that way, because when you do a series like this, it's like I wanted to try to do as little actual grindy farmy as possible. You know what I mean? Keep the actual grindy farming to a minimum. Let's grab this hit list. I had 2 items there. I was almost stuck in that menu and got killed. That'd be gross. But yeah, that would probably be quicker to just do the grindy farming, because it's going to be about every 12 minutes in this run, but we could do it much faster than 12 minutes in... Is there a tier 2 here? There is. Oh, no, there's not. Well, whatever. Barbed wire is fine. Yeah, it would be faster than 12 minutes to check the level if we were to do it the other way. But I feel like if I resort to the grindy farmy... What is this, episode 6 of this series? We're still towards the beginning of it. Like, if I resort to that this early, have I already given up? Have I already admitted defeat? I'm saying 12 minutes because it's 2 minutes per level. Yeah, it's 2 minutes per level, and we gotta go through 5 levels to get back to the fungal caves. And I'm allowing a little bit of time to actually find the teleporter at each level. Do I have enough jump to make it? Oh, yes, easily. Easily. I kind of wish my kill floor was right up there. That's a good spot for a kill floor. You know, we can still make it happen. Yeah, we can still make it happen, no problem. Am I even going to have to move? I don't even know if I'm going to have to move from this spot right here. I might just be able to stand here for 2 minutes, holding down the fire button. And then all my boxes will just be conveniently in one big stack. Won't that be nice? Let's just throw squibs out once in a while. Why not? I wonder what's just off-screen here that my shots are exploding on periodically. Like, see the little explosion on the far right end of the screen where the screen ends? There's got to be something solid, one tile off the edge of the screen that's causing that. That's an issue we won't have in Risk of Rain 2, because it'll be in 3D. The only thing that could really hit me here would be like missile elites spawning in underneath me, but I'm launching so many auto-target missiles that nothing down there is going to survive for long. And so much healing with these monster cubes. Some more squibs out. Be free, my squibs! Oh, that guy made it all the way to my hitbox before he died. 10 more seconds. At an hour, this might go be a long episode. It might just be a lot of this. Is everybody happy with a lot of this? All right, let's go ahead and grab these tier 2s. We're probably at the. There's a Colossus over here still. Let's squib him. Why are you over here? Oh, hello. Oh, he's up here. Have some squib. Okay, now we can go. So we got 5 hit list markers. That level. That's pretty good. Whoa, I'm out of jump. Oh, my goodness. I missed. I might need more hobo feathers. We only got 3. Oh, yeah, we need way more hobo feathers. Next level, all my greens are going to be hobo feathers. When you actually have to count your jumps, your individual jumps, you know you don't have enough. Man, that Crystal Palace video finished fast over there. I do all my rendering on a 9-year-old computer. I built this computer in 2009. And if you... Was it 2009? Yeah, must have been. So if you look at my Let's Play channel, like the first couple years of my Let's Play, the quality of the videos improved dramatically around that time. Because the new computer. Oh, there's a blighted... What is that? A blighted parent punched me in the face? Yeah, let's make our kill core down here. Another monster log. Beautiful. Because, yeah, back in 2009, this computer wasn't ever a top-of-the-line computer. But the big improvement was I was able to get a capture card. The computers that I had at the time, I had like a little like composite dongle thing that kind of worked as a capture card, and I did some stuff with it. I know I got really, really old. Might be the first video I ever put on YouTube. Was just a little clip from one of the Suikoden games where these little dog dudes are dancing on a stage, and I just thought it was cute. And I was just testing out like, how does YouTube upload stuff work? So I put that up there, and yeah, I did that with a little like composite dongle thing. It was a little USB dongle plugged into the computer and had a composite jack. The red and yellow composite jack for my PlayStation. Maybe my PS2. Must have been a PS2, actually, now that I'm thinking of it. But in any case, the quality on it was horrible. It was really blurry. And yeah, 2009, it was never meant to be a top-of-the-line computer. At the time, I was not a big PC gamer. I was still a big console guy back then. So yeah, my buddy Dan, he's been helping me build computers since I was in high school. He helped me build a nice, like, mid-range computer to... He built it to do Let's Play stuff. Do recording. It had a capture card in it, so... It was not an HDMI capture card at the time, since 2009. It was an S-Video capture card. Oh, I'm done with this level. Here I am talking. Let's get some more Hopeful Feathers. And yeah, that computer, man, it's a trooper. It's been with me a long time, but it is long in the tooth now. And anytime I have complicated... Oh, there's boxes up here I want. Get him, get him, get him. Ah, I got it. Right at the finish line. Anytime I have a lot of layers in my video file, like, I don't know how much video editing you guys have done. I don't even know, like, this is a topic that's even interesting to anybody who doesn't do this kind of work, but basically there's these things called, like, layers. Like, if you're looking at Risk of Rain right now, you could picture, you could picture, like, 4 layers. Like, one would be just the background layer, like the big purple stuff just in the background there. Then the layer on top of that might be like the solid blocks, right, that I'm walking on and that have collision. Then like the layer on top of that might be my actual character sprites, right? And then the layer on top of that might be like the UI elements, that life bar at the top of the screen and all my information at the bottom. It's all layered together. It doesn't, you don't draw the screen in code like 1 pixel at a time all the way across. You draw one layer, and then the layer above it, and then the layer above it. That's how image and video editing software also works. You can work in layers using that same principle, just to kind of really simplify things. If you've been watching my Ocarina of Time series, because that's a 3DS game, to render 1 frame of footage, I have to use layers. The raw video is just the 2 screens, one stacked on top of each other. And I have to load that into the video editing software. I use Sony Vegas Pro. It's not Sony, it's Magic. Magic's Vegas Pro 14, I think. It's either 14 or it's something earlier than 14, and the thing's bugging me to upgrade to 14. I actually don't know. But I have to load the entire video into Vegas twice. Once so I can crop out the bottom screen of the DS, and once so I can crop out the top screen of the DS. And anytime you do that kind of layering, it makes it a lot more CPU intensive to actually render it out. So I've been spending upwards of 6 or 7 hours rendering out one episode of Ocarina of Time. But Conquest of the Crystal Palace does not have any complicated layering. It's just the raw video for the most part, and that's about it. That's all I really need to do. So yeah, nice quick render. Good job, Crystal Palace. The longest video series I've ever done was Castlevania 2 this year. If you watched Castlevania 2, doing all the map effects and everything, because I was keeping track of the clues and stuff that I was finding on screen, so you guys can kind of play at home with me without actually having to play. Each one of those videos took like 7 or 8 hours easily for 20 minutes of video with that many effects in it. Why are there monsters over here still? Computer still works great. We had to do some minor repairs on it this year. It needed, one of the memory sticks got corrupted. I had to replace some of the RAM. And I don't actually care about boxes anymore. I don't need boxes anymore. And just this past couple weeks, it's been overheating real bad. Which was weird, because I've had computers overheat before. And what happens if the CPU gets too hot, in order to not do permanent damage to the system, the CPU will throttle itself. So it's like, okay, if we get to like 90 degrees Celsius, we're going to turn the CPU down so we don't do any damage to the system. And that happened once on my gaming PC, what I'm playing Risk of Rain on right now. And you could really tell when it was throttling. The entire system would get sluggish. It was like a 20 or 30% reduction in performance just across the board because of the overheating. And that made the overheating problem really easy to diagnose. My work PC, the one I rendered the video on, didn't do that at all. It didn't ever start running sluggishly. There was no loss in performance. It was just when the CPU started to cap out, the only change that was perceptible to me was that Vegas Pro would crash at random points in the render. Like, it might get 3 hours in and then just crash. Sometimes it crashed right away, sometimes it crashed, and I've seen it crash at 98, 96% or whatever. And it didn't cross my mind that it was an overheating problem, because I've dealt with overheating problems and that it didn't feel like an overheating problem. But yeah, sure enough, my boy Dan, he's like, hey, why don't you take the temperature of the computer with this software? And I did, and sure enough, yeah, that's what it was overheating. So I bought this nice heat sink that's enormous. This thing's the size of like a block of cheese. Probably not as tasty though. Probably not as delicious as that. But I got it installed, and all the overheating problems have gone away, so now I can render video again. But computer, as well as it works, probably the best computer I've ever owned in my life, but it's just long in the tooth. It's 9 years old. It needs replaced. I need a new system to render video on. Hopefully this year will be the year that I make me a new computer. We're going to ignore all these boxes and just roll on. Please show me damp caverns. Can I please see the damp caverns? The damp caverns. I can't believe it. We got the wrong version of this level again. How many loops? This is the 4th loop, right? And we just got the wrong version all 4 times. Well, I need something else to talk about then. My God. No, I can just sit in silence for the entire next loop. I don't need to talk about anything. I don't owe you people nothing. I'm feeling rather unproductive right now, because the whole point was to get a video rendering and then sit down to record. I was not expecting the video to be done in an hour. It's kind of a short video, too. If you've seen the episode, it went up yesterday, or it went up 6 years ago. I have no idea when you're watching this. YouTube might still be around in 2030. Who knows? But it's kind of a short episode, because I didn't want to cut the footage in the middle of a level. So I cut it in between the levels. That bothers people when I do that. People always like, I cut it in the middle and left a cliffhanger. Brickroad. That's my name now. Hi, I'm Brickroad. So I've been making a conscious effort to not do that as much. Unless it's just unreasonably finicky to cut it in between levels, or if it's really, really amusing to me to do so. There's another monster log. I mean, if nothing else, we've gotten a bunch of monster logs on this run. So that's good. My hit list is full. You know we don't have any of his boxing gloves. Look at all these tier 1 chests I'm not going to pick up. I'm not going to get any of them. Don't need a single one. Alright, you know what? I think we're going to go to Risk of Rain. We're just going to go ahead and finish this up. If we're really lucky, we'll get Providence's monster log. That's going to be the most aggravating thing to get in the whole game, probably. And I will do some research and figure out, like, what are all of the, like, chef achievements or something. And we'll do, like, a run like this, but with chef instead of command nerd. And then eventually one of the just character runs that we do will eventually get that artifact, just like by chance. But you know what? We don't need to go down there. We can come around in here. Nope, we gotta go in this. No, there's no entrance over that way. Not without a key card. I don't think we need to do anything fancy. I think we can just bum rush the door. Don't need to do the full clear of Risk of Rain. Maybe if we get a use item, I'll grab a better use item for the actual boss fight. Oh, there's one right there. Maybe we'll turn that into... You know, it's going to be too dangerous to open that box, though, because the monsters will never relent. We need to stay alive. That's what the sign says over there. Sign. Everywhere a sign. Oh, there's a key card. But yeah, we almost got the door open. We might as well just chill out here. Second door. I've actually lost a run here. I lost a very promising bandit run when I did my bandit series. Just waiting for the door to open, not paying attention to these monsters, because the monsters can get real scary right here. When you start stacking them all up, and you've got graver wisps, and you've got boogers from these little baby vagrants. If you're not paying attention... Look at that roll, though. Roll was massive! You can go from full to 0 health in this thing with blast turned on. And virtually immediately. It's always a nice surprise when I get killed in Risk of Rain. When I actually get the breaking run started. It's always a pleasant surprise when it happens. Oop. I need to pay attention to when he does that shockwave attack, because that freezes you in place. That attack there, I need to make sure I jump that. Purple orbs ain't no thing. Okay, Providence is done. Now the Woins. Not stand inside the Woins. Okay, Woins are done. Got Blighted Providence already. Oh, I guess he's dead. I killed Blighted Providence already. Telescopic Sight would be good for this build. Try for those insta-kills. All I'm really worried about is getting hit by that shockwave attack. While Blighted Providence is out. But I think we've already taken care of the Blighted Providence. Yep, he's dead. Providence is dead. That's the end of the game. So we're going to have to start in on getting some character achievements done. I'll have to research and make a nice list. And then over the course of the character achievements, we will just luck into the damp caverns that we need. And get whatever artifact is left. And once that happens, then we'll do an origin run. That should be just super quick. Okay, I figured out how to make the arrow mover on the screen. Alright, I think I should let this play out and see our results. I thought I could speed these up, though, somehow. I guess not. I guess it's just as fast as it goes. Alright. No, that's cool. Ah. Making like a mental note of the monster logs that we still need as well. I feel like we probably still need most of the bosses. Oh, Ifrit for sure. And Cremator for sure. And then Providence for sure. That's the one that takes the longest, is the Providence monster log. That's the one that's going to be, I mean, there's no, you can't do anything for it except just play the game on Monsoon and rush to Providence and kill him as fast as you can. As often as you can, as much as you can. Oh, you know what it is? Because I've done some shenanigans with my save files to get the save file reverted back to where it was since my last time I recorded. Maybe the game thinks this is the first time I've beaten the game. We unlocked a whole bunch of stuff. We set a whole bunch of new records. Let's go through and see what we got. Okay. New items. We've dodged seven lethal attacks. Did I dodge 7 lethal attacks? I cannot unlock this yet. Oh, these are items that I can unlock, but I haven't necessarily. Yeah, I don't think we have new items yet this run. Well, no, because we unlocked the alien head. Where's the alien head? I don't know where the alien head is. Maybe that's... I have no idea. No, there it is. We haven't picked up the alien head yet, so it hasn't actually opened up. So these must be new challenges that we just unlocked somehow that are blinking but still locked. I'm not really sure how that works. Oh yeah, new monster logs. There's the jellyfish. And we've unlocked everybody's favorite, the spitter. And we got the mushroom, the little fart bomb guys, top speed, 14 miles per hour. Gotta drown 30 of these nerds at some point. Here's the bighorn bison. We got him. We got parent, too. There's the parent. That's a weird face, but nobody's judging. Everybody's beautiful. And the wandering vagrant. Oh, so we need all the boss logs, it looks like. We just got the vagrant's the only boss that we got. And that brings us up to 56.10 in Risk of Rain. And that number it went up a lot the first few episodes. Big jumps in numbers, but it's going to be smaller and smaller and smaller, incrementing from here. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next week.